What do we got? Yes. Oh, wow. What's up, guys? BrunsNick's back, and it's time to introduce a throwback into the Columbia 300 line, the Messenger PowerCOR Pearl with black and gold. So this ball gets an update with HK22 on that Reflex Pearl cover stock. I can't wait to see what it does on the lanes for me with SPECTO running, of course. But before we get to all that, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Now let's see what this Messenger Black Gold Pearl does for me out on the lanes. All right, it's time to see what this throwback does. Now I've never thrown a Messenger. I didn't drill the original two that we remade with the red, blue, and the blue. And I definitely didn't throw any Messengers when I was in juniors, but a lot of people and a lot of friends did. So I can't wait to finally see what I get to do with this ball. So same core on this, RG 2.515, differential 040. So medium RG, medium diff. Cover stock gets an upgraded with HK22 with that Reflex Pearl. I got SPECTO running. We're gonna try it out. We're gonna move it in. We're gonna see what some old school look and new school technology does. So let's try it. So we're on 15 to start. And we're gonna see what we can do with this Messenger Pearl. Got that old school look. Oh man. Ooh. Saw friction early on that one. So we're bowling on crown jewel pattern. And this is not a fresh pattern right now. I bowled a couple of videos on this, so it has a little bit of a play. I figured it'd be a good opportunity to throw this new Messenger in a spot where most people would probably go to it when the lanes start to dry up and you need a ball to get through the front. So crown jewel pattern, you know, got a lot of oil in the middle, but not a lot outside. Let's check out that flare. What you would expect, probably about 4 inches of flare. That medium diff 040, not a ton, right in the middle. There we go. All right, let's try it again. Don't have to lay off the speed at all with this. Come on, there we go. Still wanted to creep high. I wouldn't let it. Wouldn't let it. So once I know what a ball kind of wants to do, and that ball kind of seeks that dry and responds hard, then I know, you know, if you're gonna play with the outside boards that are dry, don't just limp it out there and hope for the best. Throw it with some conviction. Let's try one more shot in that zone. Even though the outsides are getting a little bit toasty, I'm just gonna keep the speed up and play that shot again. Yep. That's a nice little hit right there. All right, I think that passes the test from playing out. So it's time to do what we normally do and start moving it in. 5 boards at a time, and see how well the ball does as we get to different zones, how it recovers, how it goes through the pins. We'll talk about all that. So let's start. So now we're on 20, 5 left with my feet. Now a little swing. I think this is gonna be a good spot. Oh, a little flatty hit there. So when the lanes are fresh, you don't have to try to force the ball through the front. Now as the lanes break down a little bit, you have to remember to keep your speed up and stay aggressive with it. And also don't miss it at the bottom. So stay aggressive, get the rotation on the ball, and get it through the pins. So that one, I'm just kind of lazy with it. I'm not gonna be lazy. What do you say? Yeah. Yeah. Stay aggressive. That's what it wants. You get lazy, ball wanting to roll forward. Stay aggressive, ball stays strong. So let's move it again. Let's move it 5 more. Let's start opening up the angles. We're gonna keep that same idea of just being aggressive with it, getting it to the dry. I could probably tone down the speed a little bit, but the hand at the bottom, I just gotta stay firm, stay aggressive, and get around the side of it. Now we got a little bit more oil to play with. I think now it's just a matter of throwing it good. Like that, that's hooking. Yep. A little too early to the dry there. But it just goes to show how much this ball responds to the dry boards. You know, when the lanes start to dry up and you need something that's gonna respond off that spot and not push through that spot, this cover stock's got it going on. Let's try it again. get my eyes in just a little bit. Where are we at here? Yeah, 25. 10 left. It's strong. Yeah, the ball's doing a lot of work. I can see the core starting to give out a little bit at the end where it's wanting to roll a little forward. It's using up a lot of energy at the break point and changing direction, where it went through the pins fine, but it's definitely using all of its energy. It's hitting friction and going. Let's try one more shot right there. Didn't quite keep my eyes in on that one, did I? Ah, all right. It's telling me to move left. When it comes off that spot in 4 pins after I almost went high the shot before, it's saying, hey, keep moving left, keep testing it out, because with the 040 ball, you'd think this would be perfect. But obviously, let the lanes dictate where you play. So right now, it's telling me to move more left. So I say, yes, sir. Let's do that. Good idea. Let's move 5 more. We're going to be on 30 now with my feet. 15 left from where we began. What do we got? Yes. Oh, wow. I never would have expected that this ball with the 040 diff be able to hook from the 30 board where I started all the way out to probably 4 or 5 and split the rack in half. That was very impressive. Like I said, as the lanes break down and you need to loop the lane a little bit, these are the bowling balls that come into play. Can we do it again? Can we do it again with the Messenger? That's in a little bit. Get. Oh, wow. Yes, it can. Looking pretty good. As we move in and started testing this ball, it's responded harder and harder. And you kind of see that from the beginning when I was struggling getting that ball not to lay off. Ball just wanted to hook, hook, hook. Now, we're in a good zone. This is probably the best zone so far, so we're going to move out of it. We're going to get to the final zone, where we'll be 20 left on 35. I don't know if it's going to strike. I don't know if it's going to get through the pins. I'll be equally surprised either way. Oh, it's kind of an 8-pin, but that don't count as an 8-pin king. Yeah, I think that's just going to be one zone too far, too early. Now, as they dry up and the shot comes to that spot, it might be okay. But right now, I think I'm just a little too far left. What do you guys think? I think I am. We'll try one more shot in there, one more trick up my sleeve to see if I can't get it to slow down and respond. Basically, that trick is just to slow it down and get around the side of it. That's it. Make sure I get around the side. That's it. Here it comes. Yeah. So it did get back. It did hit flush. It didn't really drive through the pins super hard. You know, it kind of deflected a little bit. I don't know where it finished in the deck, but probably around 17 and a half, probably right where it entered, 17 and a half, 18. So I'm going to move back right a little bit. And that spot that really looked good right now was 5 right of where I'm at now. So a 15 board left from my adjustment from my beginning on 30 board is where this ball looked phenomenal. Let's throw one more shot and wrap this thing up. All right. Didn't get the trip 4, but we're going to end it on that note. So that's all for the Messenger Black Gold, old school look, updated with HK22 technology. So that's all. Check out the merch on Inside Bowling. I really appreciate your support of the channel. It helps me out a great deal. So until next time, please comment. I read them all, respond to most of them. Please subscribe. Talk to you guys soon.